preparation, making sure they're fully warmed up for the tip. Good afternoon, everyone. We're about to get started with some Saturday NBA action brought to you by 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here alongside Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. And let's now take a look at some of the numbers for Jaylen Brown.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
So let's take a look at the Toronto Raptors starting lineup. The guard spots filled by Quickley and Barrett. In at the forwards, Ingram and Barnes. And it's Pirtle in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Celtics, on the block, it's Tatum with Tatum. The guard pair, it's White and Brown. And it's Hauser in at small forward. Here in the final days of the NBA regular season, Greg, every team trying to wrap things up on a high note.
Yeah, and even the top teams doing what they can to head into the postseason with some momentum, right? While a lot of teams want to finish strong and have something to build off of.
Well, I know he doesn't have to get too high to slam it home, but it doesn't take away from the force and the message sent on the dunk.
White looking around. Here's Tatum. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Pirtle finds Ingram. Now, here's Barrett. Five on the clock. Puts up a deep three. Rebounded by the Celtics. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
Yeah, proficiency from range, away from home, much easier said than done. They played a terrific ball game.
And I think it was clear that their plan was to attack from the three-point line, and it worked to perfection.
And what a player Jaylen Brown has become. My goodness.
Back to Ingram. Free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And Doris, what you love about Brandon Ingram, he's the total package.
He is, Kevin, because he's got incredible size, great shot-making ability. He's a 3-level scorer, and you can mix his matchup on the defensive end.
And he makes the first.
And battling injuries off and on throughout the years, Ingram is a major difference maker when healthy.
Good on both. And Boston certainly has some of the most knowledgeable sports fans, Doris, in the country.
Kevin, not only knowledgeable, but passionate. And when you think over the 4 major sports in the city and the tradition of success, it is no wonder they are so committed.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Now here's White after R.J. Barrett's miss. Tatum passes to Queta. Brown outside. To the middle. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And it's good, 2 points.
Yeah, R.J. Barrett is always working on his perimeter game, and he makes easy work at the mid-range.
Brown the pass to Queta. Here's White. 3-pointer. And Pirtle pulls it down. Quickley against White. Pass to Pirtle. here's Ingram. Guarded closely. Now Barrett. Playing Memphis, he was nearly unstoppable. The shot's good.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Quickly kicks to Barrett. Pirtle, high post. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
Well, with big hands and nice touch, Pirtle knows how to finish in the post. This guy has a lot in his arsenal.
To the paint. It's deflected and stolen by Barnes. All alone. And Barrett slams it in.
And with the pace of today's game, transition defense is at a premium.
I don't think anyone was catching him on that play. That is unbelievable.
Now here's Tatum. A 23-point game for him in the win against Milwaukee.
And don't forget the sensational plays he made out there. He saw the court so well, firing perfect passes to teammates for wide open shots.
Here's Tatum. The Raptors getting the bucket. Brown outside. Nice D from Barrett.
Nothing more important than protecting the rim, folks, and that's exactly what they get.
Now, here's Quickley. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game.
Amazing tenacity attacking the basket. I'm sure he won't miss that next time.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Barnes outside. Screen by Pirtle. It's good from long range.
This is a huge part of Scottie Barnes' development. Can he knock down the long ball?
Pass to Tatum. Outside White. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk to Joe Mazzulla for a minute. We chatted about Scottie Barnes. In terms of the game plan, Coach told me they plan to give Scottie extra attention, saying, quote, "We'll try to make things hard on him. It's key we don't allow him to get into an early groove. We'll see if they can execute. Guys?"
Allie, thank you so much. Now Brown following the three-point attempt by Scottie Barnes. Tatum passes to Tatum. Misses the baby hook. Raptors leading by 3. Pass to Barrett. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. And here's Ingram from the arc. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Hauser bounce pass. Tatum against Barnes. And good as it just snugs right down through the net.
Boy, what a quarter he's had. Go ahead, young sir. Keep the pressure on.
Pass to Barrett. And again, it's Toronto with a 3.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Brown inside the line. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. We've got recording superstar Jack Harlow in attendance.
Jack's a big-time C's fan, and we've seen him courtside in Boston a bunch of times. And you know what? Harlow's played in the All-Star Weekend Celebrity Game as well. He's got a nice little jumper.
So both teams making some changes here. This is a look at the NBA's assist leaders for the last 10 games. Gosh, can these guys throw the ball around the court? Here are the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. Scottie Barnes, third.
And those games have seen him dropping more dimes than you might have thought possible.
Here's White, one of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game.
He's been on a nice little run in this first quarter. He is laser focused.
Here's Shed. Here's Dick. They get the rebound. Here's Shed. 11 points last game. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots over White. Can't hit the step back jump shot. Celtics trail by 4. Pass to Shireman. And here's White. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
In a moment now to check out the numbers for Barnes. He's been on a tear since the All-Star break, going really to another level, averaging 15 points a game, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds. And with his great passing, he's been a catalyst for their offense, often seeing plays even before they materialize.
Well, there's no doubt about that. Great anticipation, excellent peripheral vision. His talents are really shining through.
Celtics making a switch here. Richards checked in. Pass to Barnes. The Raptors need to get a shot off. Dick can't get it to go. The Celtics have gone 8 of 15 from the field, shooting above 50% here tonight. Richard with the ball. Playing Milwaukee, he was nearly unstoppable. Off target with his 3. Toronto leading by 4. Now Dick. Murray bowls. Latrey buries the long-range jumper.
He might not have the long-range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Here's Pritchard. Still yet to score. The Celtics need to get a shot off. A three-pointer is right on target.
The replay. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Doris, nowadays, we see lots of high school transfers amongst elite players. Example, Scottie Barnes.
No, exactly, Kevin. This young man attended 3 different high schools, and I think what each guy is trying to do is raise the level of competition.
Dick wide open. A three-pointer off the mark. Celtics trail by 6. Pass to Pritchard. Down low. Shireman good.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Shed gets the front of the rim and out.
Well, that's surprising. This guy is a good mid-range shooter, just can't get it to go.
Outside, Gonzalez sinks the three-pointer. Now just a 1-point Raptor lead.
So far, both teams scorching the nets. You gotta love it.
Well, you love it when you can get off to a fast start offensively. You hate it, though, when your opponent does the same.
It's to Shed. The kick out to Barnes. And again, Toronto no up. What a performance from R.J. Barrett. He has been the story for the Toronto Raptors. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We've got more in store for you right after this. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Toronto.
So far in this one, guys, it's been the shooting. In particular, from mid-range. That has been huge for them.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
We've got Peyton Pritchard. And it's Shireman in at the 2-guard spot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Here's Dick. Still without a basket. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Greg, you've had a long NBA career, so I'm curious, what's one of the biggest changes you've noticed since you've retired?
Well, you know, one that doesn't get talked about enough, length. You know, players these days are just longer, especially in the backcourt, and that wing position. Feels like every team has a guy 6'9" or taller that is a pure perimeter player.
And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, excitement building in Ontario ahead of this coming May when the WNBA makes its long-awaited launch north of the border. The Toronto Tempo will become Canada's first ever WNBA franchise. And with that league finding a rhythm, this debut feels right on time.
It is a beautiful thing. And Shams, we appreciate the report.
Boy, over the years, Tatum has really mastered the art of drawing fouls.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Well, already so accomplished, Doris. Jayson Tatum. As you look at the landscape of the Celtics, where is his place in that story?
Well, let's remember, Kevin, that he's still a young player, and so that history is still being written. But the North Star for the Boston Celtics is always championships, and Tatum has proven he can deliver.
And that one falls for Tatum. Hey, Greg, kind of a combo forward. Tatum at 6'8", more than capable, playing up at the power forward position.
And that's where he's mostly played the last few seasons, and his rebounding is more than just serviceable. Credit him for the strength he's added over his career.
And so Tatum nails them both. And Doris, a measured pace for the Celtics. Don't rush, don't turn it over, and then they get what they want.
Well, this is Joe Mazzulla's philosophy in a nutshell. Quality offense begins with taking care of the basketball first. He believes in the math, meaning he believes if you can get a good look at three, you take it.
Really left alone that time. Quickley's got 5 points so far.
He just exudes a love of the game, guys. You can see it in everything he does. This guy lives and breathes the game.
A shot by Pritchard, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Walter. Hasn't made one yet. And it's quickly missing. Pritchard passes to Tatum. Up top, Gonzalez. Pass to Pritchard. Over quickly. Toronto grabs the miss. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Well, they knew exactly how to approach that defense. They shot a fantastic percentage because they got quality looks.
And that one's good. Immanuel Quickley.
Boy, you love that play by Quickley. This guy can score or make plays for teammates.
Dick against Gonzalez. Inside, Tatum. Oh, and the jam by Tatum.
Oh, my goodness. Jayson Tatum, you've got to be kidding me. How pretty was that?
Quickley against Pritchard. Here's Immanuel Quickley. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's ready to talk things through with them. Boston making some changes. Walsh is checked in. And it's Brown in for Gonzalez. Scottie Barnes, he's checked in for Toronto. Brandon Ingram comes in for Grady Dick. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Barnes against Tatum. Pass to Pritchard. 6 to shoot. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Now that we have a chance, let's take a look at the NBA scoring leaders since the All-Star break. Jaylen Brown, 4th.
He is making his mark in a big way and with big points. You love to see guys get better the later in the season we get.
Here's Walter. Ingram outside. To the inside. And stolen by Tatum. It's White on the wing. A 17-point game for him in the win against Milwaukee.
And the way he passed the basketball was also a major factor. He created a ton of opportunities for his teammates, guys.
Here's Murray Boyd. He had 19 points in the win against the Grizzlies in Memphis. It's stolen by Pritchard. It's through for a second basket. He's now 2 for 6.
Well, just one more example of his offensive arsenal. So tough to stop.
Quickly, that's for 2. And Tatum pulls it down.
Listen, things aren't going his way right now, but listen, you just keep going, keep working at it.
Ingram with the steal. Teardrop shot. Boston grabs the miss. Pass to Tatum. And Tatum slams it home.
But Jaylen Brown getting better and better in pick and roll situations. There's a real willingness to give up the basketball.
Here's Murray Boyd. Barnes sets a screen for Quickley. Got a piece of it. Lays it up off the glass. Barnes has got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
Toronto's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks, Kevin. Scottie Barnes letting everyone know. He said, I'm a great defender. I feel like it doesn't really get talked about enough. I guard whoever, 1 through 5. That's what I pride myself on and what I'm ready to do every time I step on the floor. Guys, back to you.
A tone setter for sure at that end. Thanks so much for the report, Allie. Pass to Walter. And here's Ingram from the arc. And he's good on the 3 ball. Now it's a 7-point Raptor lead.
And this is Ingram's attitude. He's ready to fire away as soon as the ball hits his hand.
The 3 from Tatum. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Boy, felt like he let that possession get personal. Trying to answer back with a 3 of his own there.
In the corner, it's Ingram. Shot clock at 6. Some solid defense from Brown. Boston's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Tatum on the wing. To stop the run. Rejected by Barnes.
Boy, big-time denial from Scottie Barnes. Use that frame to your advantage.
Some changes for Boston. Kate is checked in, and Sam Hauser subbed in for Jayson Tatum. Toronto leading by 7. Pass to Barrett. Barnes outside. Bangs home the trifecta. Barnes has got 7 points for the quarter.
And great job from beyond the arc this quarter. They are now shooting the 3 at almost 60% for the game.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
chance here to check out some stats for Derek White. How his last 10 games have gone. He's putting up about 12 points a game, 3 assists and 4 rebounds. And you talk about defensive presence, he's the real difference maker on that end.
Yeah, he's always somewhere around the ball, finding ways to help his team by shutting down the opponents.
And some good young players on the Raptors, but Doris, what's their path to contention?
Obviously, they have some quality basketball players. Scottie Barnes is right at the top of that list, a really well-rounded player. But here's the reality for every team. You need a well-constructed roster 1 to 15, and you need to have some depth. The season is long, the possessions in the game are fast. It is really about the totality of your group.
That one drops for him.
Boy, you talk about a gifted finisher. R.J. Barrett, soft touch on the interior.
Outside, White. Pass to Pritchard. And again, Boston with the triple.
Boy, slow start for him out of the gates, but you can feel that rhythm building.
Ingram outside. Hurdle with a screen on Brown. Inside. And here's White. 6 points for him. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Brandon Ingram.
How about the uptake from Jaylen Brown? This guy's so convincing with it.
The Celtics have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. No doubt Jaylen Brown is one of the most gifted isolation scorers in the league right now, Doris.
He is one of those guys, Kevin, that you do not want to be defending on an island. Jaylen Brown is an elite athlete, but he is also a 3-level scorer, which makes him almost impossible to handle.
And Brown drops them both. When it comes to Jaylen Brown, Greg, what qualities does he add to a team?
Well, I love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on both sides of the ball. With the Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough as anyone in our league.
So it's the Celtics now. After R.J. Barrett's miss, here's the 3. Brown, no good.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power, hammering down the 2-hand slam. Here's Hauser. He's coming off a 13-point game against Milwaukee. The Celtics working the ball around now. Here's Tatum. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And Doris, the Raptors, it would seem further ahead defensively than they are at the offensive end.
Kevin, it's an organization that historically looks for
Take a
sides.
break.
They have a lot of
2
length and
shots.
athleticism. The ability to force turnovers and be disruptive is something they identify, and then they want to push in transition. They're actually an entertaining group.
The first one falls.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
The Raptors making a switch here. Walters checked in. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. In his relatively young career, Scottie Barnes, GA, has played a number of positions.
Well, he's so versatile. He can be successful at a lot of different spots on the floor. A glue guy you can plug in just about anywhere.
Here's Pritchard. 7 points in the game. That one falls. 9 points for Jaylen Brown.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Now here's Ingram. 17 points for him last game against Memphis.
And the other thing, guys, he really got accurate on the backboards. What a complete game for this guy.
Now here's Brown. Brandon Ingram missing his last shot. Hand up there to Barnes. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, go up and get it, Mr. Barnes in the house. Wow.
Outside, White. 36 seconds left in the second quarter. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only one shot.
That's just a smooth, tight handle right there by Derek White. This guy an offensive force.
Pass to Walter. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. They'll go to the line with a chance for three.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
For Toronto, they have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
No good on the free throw. Good on the second free throw.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
And he nails the third. 15 seconds left in the first half. To the middle. Here's Tatum. And that one is stuffed right through.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
For three. Sends it home! What a shot!
You want drama? We've got drama. That's the way to end a quarter.
That is a way to fire him up, fire up the team. What a tremendous play.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And the three-point shot has been big for them. And Allie LaForce has got something now for us from the floor. Allie, take it away.
I'm joined by Coach Mazzulla. Joe, what was the focus out there offensively?
We just got to fight for our spacing. We have to fight the screen. We have to fight to create advantages. It's two great teams playing against each other, and you're going to have to earn it. And so we just got to do a better job creating separation on the offensive end and fight for our great spacing.
Seems like an easy fix. Thanks, Coach.
Terrific stuff, Allie. Thank you so much. And we'll be back for the third quarter right after this halftime break.
Welcome to halftime. First things first, a look ahead at other games on the docket tonight. Out in Miami, it'll be the Heat against the Wizards. That one's starting at 3 p.m. Eastern.
I think this game is going to be closer than many people think.
The kind of game where the underdog often comes away with a win. And looking back on that first half, it certainly hasn't gone as planned for the Boston Celtics.
They've been too sloppy with the ball. Coaching staff cannot be happy with all the turnovers. Tough to win when you can't hold on to the ball. Of course, it might help if they had the hands the size of Shaq.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. We're seeing a tremendous game from Scottie Barnes.
In those first two quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low. Just great work.
And so quickly, we'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. They've led by as much as 10. So for Toronto right now, perimeter pairing, Barrett and Ingram. The post pairing, Barnes playing alongside Pirtle. And it's quickly in at the point. Tatum dishes to White. Here's Hauser. Buries it from three-point range. Hauser's got the first points of the second half here for the Celtics. Outside, Barrett. Quickly setting the pick for Barrett. The rebound by Tatum. Tatum's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Tatum kicks to White. Back to Tatum. Bucket 6.
times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Onside, Barrett. Toronto working the ball around now. And again, Toronto no luck.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Here's Tatum. Pass to Hauser. The 3 from Tatum. From anywhere, anytime, Tatum.
Well, guys love to score, but the differentiator is, can you do it at an efficient clip? And right now, that's what's happening.
And here's Ingram from the arc. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
Their first basket in 4 tries. Let's see if that basket gets them going. It can be contagious now.
Tatum deciding where to go with it. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline.
You know, missed that one, but still a really good start coming off the break. 3 for 4 now.
Quickly finds Pirtle. Pirtle with a screen on Brown. Barrett for 3. The rebound by Tatum. Tatum's got 7 rebounds in the game. Brown the pass to White. Shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 5 assists in the game.
80% shooting to start the third. 4 for 5.
Onside, Barrett. Pirtle with a screen on Brown. To the paint. And the dunk by Pirtle.
That's 2 things right there for R.J. Barrett. It's awareness and unselfishness. Pretty pass.
Right the pass to Brown. Here's Tatum, defended by Pirtle. Cash money, Brown with the try.
Well, you just love the concentration from Jaylen Brown. Contested jump shot, no problem.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
Chance to check out stats for Barrett. The past month has been surreal. Putting up about 22 points per 5 rebounds and 3 assists. He's been nothing short of fantastic during that stretch. Offense coming very easily for him.
And so much of it to me is his ability to read the floor, make the right decision, and then go right after the action he wants.
Barnes, bounce pass. Ingram a screen on Brown. And slammed up by Ingram.
And this is what Ingram can do for you. Make a variety of shots over the course of a game. Tonight, he has been unstoppable.
Wide a screen on Ingram. Brown outside. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Down low. Got a hand on it. Hauser with the ball. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Pass to Brown. Tatum a screen. Tatum on the wing. From outside the arc. And it's White missing. Raptors trail by 3. Barnes with it. Picked up by Brown. Barrett, no good. And another of these young, talented players out of camp. R.J. Barrett is a high-level NBA athlete.
It's in the blood. His father played for the Canadian national team. Barrett, an attacker who loves to get
Quickley. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Quickley setting the pick for Barnes. Pass to Ingram. And they get it. Trains it from beyond the arc. Ingram's got 21 in the game.
Making a huge difference from deep tonight. That was a big-time shot.
That's where the bulk of his offense has come from, and they're going to need a few more than before this one's over.
Here's White. Gets the three-pointer to fall. White's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Celtics.
Great ball movement there.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. One of the stories here, Jayson Tatum getting it done today.
And he's just attacking the rim with force here. They need to try and deny him the ball in the paint to keep him away from the basket.
And Toronto making a change. Now a chance to examine the rebounding numbers over the past month for Scottie Barnes.
In the last few months, the rebounding has sort of taken a bit of a dive for him. And a lot of factors could be the cause, but it's a trend that coach would probably like to see him reverse.
And so here's Toronto. 9-point game. Barrett against Brown. Now, here's Barrett. Misses from short range.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Now White. He's got 16. 5 to shoot. Brown kicks to Tatum. Beyond the arc. Toronto grabs the miss.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Quickly finds Ingram. And slam dunk by Ingram.
And what an athlete Ingram is. Elevates up in the air with such ease for the dunk.
Brown outside. To Hauser. Traps in the tray. Hauser's got the lead up to 10 now for Boston.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Now here's Ingram. And it's quickly in the corner. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Quickly's got 8 points.
And Quickley with a big-time answer knocks down his own three.
Tatum with a screen on Barrett. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Boy, you love the efficiency with which he's going at things tonight. This is what we've come to expect from him.
Barrett kicks to Ingram. And again, Toronto with the triple.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
Here's White. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
And you can just see his confidence is rising. Bucket after bucket from long range.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. teams changing it up here. Lights out shooting from three-point land is nothing new to these guys. The league's most accurate shooting guards from long range in the season's second half. And you look at Walter, second in the league, extremely accurate from beyond the arc.
These guys are gunners. I mean, they've got the green light at all times because of their three-point shooting. I mean, they are cash money.
You don't want to get into a three-point contest with any of these players. The range we see among that group is beyond belief. Even against the tightest of coverage, no shot is a bad shot for any of them.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe, it's Brown on the wing. Takes a three, and again, Boston with the triple.
That's his third triple this half, and that's after hitting only one before that.
Pass to Murray Boyle. Now Ingram. Takes the three, and Pritchard pulls it down.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Here's Garza. Fires from deep. Nice shot by Walsh. Walsh has got 6.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Pass to Murray Boyle. Off target from outside.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Brown wide open. He fired. Three-pointers off the mark.
Bad defense, bad shot. Neither working on that play.
Murray Boyle with the bucket.
Yeah, he needs to take a lot more shots. He's been efficient, trying to get his teammates involved, but it's time for him to step up.
Brown with the bounce pass. Garza no good. Raptors trail by 11. Here's Murray Boyle. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Good on the triple.
Well, listen, he may not be lights out, but if you give him that good a look, he's going to hurt you.
There's the pass to Brown. Brown jams it in.
This guy, one of the most elite athletes in the game, Jaylen Brown, finishes beautifully.
On the wing, Barnes. Ingram outside. To the paint. Here's Murray Boyle. Garza pulls it in. Here's Shireman. A nice shot by Walsh. Walsh has got the lead up to 13 now for Boston.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Jaylen Brown has been leading the charge for Boston. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And we'll be right back after this. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today. We get going in quarter number 4. They've got Charles passing. Peyton Pritchard out there with Jayson Tatum. And it's Shireman in at the 2. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. And here is Quickley. Here's Dick. Sinks the triple.
He's showing some strength on that finish. Dick is solid at converting there through contact.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for Boston.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot?
And the other thing, guys, that they've been very effective at is shooting the long-range jumpers. The defense has been having trouble closing out to them in this game in particular.
Pass to Tatum. It's up a three. Nailed from three-point land. Tatum's got 12 points in just the second half.
Spacing the floor. That's his third triple of the game and his second in this half.
Here's Walter. Back to Quickley. Now Dick. And here is Quickley. Three-pointer. And Gonzalez pulls it down. Here's Shireman. Pass to Pritchard. From outside off the mark. Raptors trail by 13. And here is Quickley. Guarded by Tatum. Tatum against Quickley. And two free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Well, think about this, guys. Early in his career, Quickley finished second in Sixth Man of the Year voting. He's also proven he can be a capable starter in this league. That's big-time value.
First free throw is good. And quickly drops them both. Boston leading by 11. Pritchard with the ball. Outside Tatum. And Tatum driving. Doesn't go for it. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Pass to Quickley. Here's Mamu Kalashvili, guarded by Tatum. To the inside. Here's the drive, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You can see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
6 on the shot clock. Tatum makes for 2. Money from the wing. Tatum's got 14 points now in the second half.
Jayson Tatum is capable of explosive nights offensively. If you're the defense, you better lock in right now.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Jaylen Brown's checked in for Boston. Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for Toronto. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
I was able to listen in on what Darko Rajakovic was going over with his team. He told them, quote, if we'd worked harder on the glass, we'd probably be up right now. Show some heart. Show some pride. It was a very direct message. Back to you guys.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. Inside, Murray Bowles. Count the basket.
Well, that's the unselfish play right there. They are very comfortable letting Quickley run the offense.
And that one misses. Celtics leading by 9 to the middle. Ingram with the steal. Pass to Walter. Now, here's Quickley. Ingram left side. Good on the bucket. Ingram's got 30 points.
And loving when Ingram uses that lift down low, not settling for the jump.
Tatum passes the ball. They take out to Tatum. On the arc, 4 on the shot clock. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got his 8th assist in the game. Pass to Murray Boyle. Here's Ingram. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Ingram's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And they double up Brown. Pritchard feeling it out a bit. Here's Garza. Takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Oh, nice work by Ingram. Keeping his eyes open, allowing him to find an opportunity for a teammate.
One shot.
That free throw good from Walter. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Pass to Hauser. A 3 off the mark. Raptors trail by 6. And here is Quickley. Here's Walter. Ingram left side. Tries again, and that's 2 points on the layup. Ingram's got 6 points in the quarter.
Boy, terrific individual effort, almost single-handedly. This guy trying to keep them competitive.
Brown inside. Shoots over Walter. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
He was not about to be denied. Jaylen Brown just muscles that home.
Outside, Barrett. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Brown outside. To Hauser. Here's White. Hands it from downtown. White's got 14 points now in the second half.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Out left of the wing. Walter. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Connects from 3-point range. And the Celtics lead by 7.
Derek White does a little bit of absolutely everything for this team, and what I love the most, his ability to pass it at a high level.
And really credit their advantage on the backcourt. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
Tatum against Barnes. Right side Tatum. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Barnes has got his 6th rebound on the night. And Boston with the rebound. Tatum's got 7 rebounds in the game. Outside, White. From deep. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Great job of just letting that play develop.
timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. The Celtics making a switch here. Kate is checked in. The Raptors also with a sub. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Walter. Inside, here's Tatum. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And you can feel the excitement in the building. Both of these teams pouring it on.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
Such a wide open look.
Well, this is Quickley's game in a nutshell. This guy's thinking score as soon as he touches it.
Pass to Brown. Barrett rips down the rebound.
Boy, he had a clear look at it. Ooh, you hate to miss chippies like that.
Ingram shoots the three. White pulls it down.
One made three going for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Now Quickley. Ingram deciding where to go with it. Poeltl with a screen on Brown. And there's the three.
Cool and calm. Brandon Ingram. Wow.
Barrett against Brown. Six to shoot. They hit the three.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that play.
Got a piece of it. 1:31 left in the fourth quarter. Here's White. From outside. Dribble there for the rebound. A drive by Barnes. Off the glass.
Scottie Barnes with a big-time delivery. Big spot, young man. Yes, sir. Yeah, just catching your teammate in stride right there. That makes the game easy.
Now they're going for the jugular. A few more trips like that, and we might be able to see this one in the books.
Steps back. Ingram.
Yeah, and the defenders just came flying in there. Ingram, though, we'll take it.
He drops the first one, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Well, in these situations, this is who they want at the charity stripe.
Jayson Tatum. Barnes rips down the rebound. And it's Barrett penetrating. The three goes down.
You just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. He's guarded closer.
This guy has earned a reputation for handling pressure and making clutch shots.
And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. Ingram right side. Now Poole. That one goes.
How about they look to Pirtle in a critical stretch and he comes through. The pressure bringing out his best.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Had to foul and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. So he can't get either to fall. And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. Guys, what's your take on how they maximize their opportunities now?
Always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
What you want is to create a clean, high percentage look if that's at all possible.
This possession gives them a chance to take the lead.
Yeah, they don't want to let this one slip away.
Pirtle outside. Barnes outside. Ingram fires. And so it's Boston scraping by with the win. That was a fun night of basketball. Fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to see it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
Let's now hear from Allie LaForce, who is courtside with our player of the game.
Jason, with you guys being such a young team, how do you continue to improve to reach your potential?
We got to watch film. I mean, we did a lot of good things today. So a lot of things we could have done better. And we just got to be focused, composed, play with a lot of poise, and we'll be fine.
Poise normally comes with experience, but because you're so young, you're finding it early. Congrats.
Oh, terrific job, Allie. Thank you so much. That was enjoyable. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So for Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Jayson Tatum.